one in the bag, bubbly. Look. Bubbly.
Like I see it in that. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. Yeah. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. Yeah. I go in back of the. They all from that. Yeah. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. Yeah. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. Yeah. I got the in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah,
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down. Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
And that's exactly what this play is supposed to look like when it's executed properly. The handoff inside was taken away as well as the pitch man, but the quarterback made the perfect decision and kept it and sprinted deep downfield.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. And his kick here is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
On 1st and 10, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Murray now. And he comes back with one complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Throwing on first down. Murray fighting. Lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Detroit!
Here's Murray. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there?
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25. Yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Shorty. What's on?
On 1st down, Wentz. Looking long for Thomas. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Come on now. Let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Ram.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now they'll run on the draw. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Run.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result? 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for the Saints. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Amen.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a three-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Directly over him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Let's go. Great.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Lou. Don't go.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw. Murray. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 7. Oh, good footwork on the spin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 81. Wentz now on first down. Flushed out right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. On the ball. Watch tight. Tie it right. Hey.
Now a handoff working right. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, here's Penny. Oh, look at the strength.
No.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll run it here. And fights through one man. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. Fights him off. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Gun!
To throw again, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They keep it with Penny on first down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Leopard!
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll run it here. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they get 14 yards there at a first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Off play action. Murray rolling to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw. Murray buying time to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Murray flush to his right. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Good chip.
And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A handoff to Penny. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. On 3rd, here's an option play right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down. A road win in the National Football League.